Kia ora, good morning to my Year 10 Science number 3. It's lovely to be with you guys again. One day we'll be in the same room having a chat about life, the universe and everything. But for now, we're going to work by remote control. I hope you're staying safe. One of the things I said to you is that most of you had your books, some of you didn't. I have given some homework, which is page 196, and that's this one here on the anatomy of the male reproductive system, how men make sperm. And then also on page 197, how females produce babies using the sperm and their eggs. Most of that's been given. I think most of you have done that. We didn't quite get enough time to finish and move on to this one here. So what I've done is I've taken screenshots of this, picked it up and put it into a PowerPoint, which I'm going to come back to here. The words at the top, if we flick out of there and come back to here, the little words at the top, around about the top of the page, will look like this. And if I then come back to here, my pointer, the words in here are, and what I'd like you to do now is to pause this video so I don't have to read it through for you. You can also read it yourself, so pause. Okay, now you should have moved on from that pause, and the next thing is these are the bits of the picture from the bottom half, or sorry, the middle of this page here. I've blown it up and put it into our Word document. I want to explain to you what's going on here. Now, during sex, this bit here is the vagina. That's where the penis goes during sex. And when the man ejaculates, semen containing sperm is released. Those sperms swim up through the cervix. This is the cervix. That's number one. Number two, that's the cervix. They swim up, and some go this way, some go that. It's symmetrical. This number 5 here is the uterus. They swim up, and then if they're lucky, they'll meet during ovulation. An egg will be released, and it will make its way down the fallopian tube, also called the oviduct, where the egg and the sperm will join together in a process called fertilization. That's what that is. Number 4 is fertilization. Will then grow and become one full cell with half mum's information, half dad's information, and it will become a zygote, and then makes its way down, getting bigger and bigger, and certainly not that big yet. That takes a little while, and it will stick into the lining of the uterus, where it will grow into a baby and a placenta. And the placenta is the connection point between the baby and the mum. And I think that pretty much covers everything on that screen there. We then come back here. Now there are some questions here, and I think I've covered them. What happens at what 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are, what they are. So 1 is, that's actually sexual intercourse, coitus, where the penis fits into the vagina and the man will climax and release sperms and semen. They'll swim up through the cervix. The egg will be released. Then the egg comes down and the sperms come up, meet fertilization, and the baby will then grow in the uterus. It sounds really simple, but it's not. It's a very complicated process, and not everybody is lucky to have that happen easily. Some people have difficulty having kids. So I think I've covered what these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are. You can take a screenshot. If you haven't got a book, you can write the answers in. You can write what fertilization is, because it's also found in there. This is 40 weeks from the last cycle of a mum, but it's generally about 9 months. And these ones here are 50% each, half and half. You can write that into your books on page 198. Between that and your human body systems project, which is nearing the end, that's due on this coming Friday, the day before Anzac Day. Cheers, everybody. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you're staying well. And I hope things are easier for you than they are for some people. Cheers, everybody.